Coby White has been on a tear, and we're going to be talking about why his recent play will help the direction of the Chicago Bulls as they continue to build out their roster. This is your host, Rico Greenhowe, and you have found yourself on another episode of Bulls Digest. And so today, we're looking at the most recent play from Coby White and why this is absolutely going to help the Chicago Bulls and their direction as they continue to build this roster out. And so before we go ahead and jump into the content for today, wanted to remind you that 72.3% of you that watch are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure that you go ahead and you slam dunk on that subscribe button, as it means a lot to us here at Bulls Digest as we try to reach our end of the season subscriber goal. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the content for today. So taking it back to last night's game, this was a terrific game for the Chicago Bulls in which they beat the Lakers 146-115. But more importantly, Coby White continues to play well. This is the 12th straight game in which he had 20 points, and he also had 18 in this game in the first half. And then when you look at what he was able to do in this game, just from a totality standpoint, look, 36 points. He had 3 rebounds. He had 2 assists and 2 steals. He was plus 28 in the plus-minus box score, 12 of 17 from the field on 6 of 9 from deep. And he also got to the free throw line 8 times, making 6 of those in 34 minutes. And then, so starting with just, where this is helping the Chicago Bulls and just the direction of their roster, I think first you start by saying that Coby White is playing at a high enough level with Josh Giddey that I think that now the Chicago Bulls look at their backcourt and say, okay, we have something here. I think that there have been maybe a lot of questions as to, could this work? And I think that we are starting to see right now between Josh Giddey and Coby White, both of these players are playing very well alongside of each other. And I think that when we look at the numbers, you're seeing that Coby White has increased and he's also, too, decreased in some areas where Josh Giddey has been able to pick it up. And so just how good has Coby White been? Well, this was just last game. Over his last 10 games, Coby White has averaged 29.4 points a game, 3.9 assists a game, and he's also averaged 33.7 from deep, and that's from 3, and then 37.2 on the road, and he's shooting 49.5 from the field. And so you see his field goal percentages and how well he's doing there. And then when it comes down to just being, a complimentary player to Josh Giddey and kind of going into this point, when we bring up his numbers right now, what I like most about this is that when you see his scoring has gone up by a point right now. So he's at 20 points per game right now, up from 19.1 last season. You see that his assists are down from 5.1 last season to 4.4 this year. And I think that that is a direct relation to the fact that he's playing with Josh Giddey, who is doing a bit more of the table setting. And you love the fact that Coby White is still able to get the assist and still be an impact there, but he's been able to focus, I think, a bit more in scoring the basketball, which is definitely one of his strong suits. And then defensively, you've got to give Coby White some credit here, because I know, it's not a huge game, but we talk about this all the time. Anytime you're seeing an increase, that's a good thing. The steals, he's gone from 0.7 up to a steal a game this season. And so defensively, I think that that is one of his strong suits, is being active as far as the steals are concerned. So we're seeing that. But more importantly, the free throw percentage. And so I think that that is what's been really huge for Coby White in showing his ability to not only just stand on the perimeter, but also to be a player that can get downhill alongside of Josh Giddey. And I think that that has certainly opened it up for everybody else, because he's getting to the free throw line now and making his free throws. He's at 89.8%. 83.8 last year. So you're seeing that he's converting when he gets to the free throw line. And even when he's just driving and he's not necessarily taking the shot, it's been perfect for the players because they've been rotating well. They've been following. Like we're getting a lot more player movement, and that is really just opened it up because Coby is doing this. And so I think that this has been huge for the offense. And then also to just showing you that these two guards can work together. And then, when you look at just the 3-point percentage, I like the fact that, yes, it has been a little bit of a dip from last season, down from the 37.6 to 36.2 this season, but still it's relatively right there. And I have to think that there is a chance that that can become even better. His field goal percentage, he's up to 44.4 this season. He was at 44.7 last season, so just a shade under. And again, I think he's picking up steam. So first and foremost, a backcourt that works together. Then two, I think the next thing here is that between Coby White and just the rest of the players, you can really feel the synergy there. I think that there's not a player that does not work well with Coby White. And I think that that is really showing maybe the front office now that if you have your backcourt taken care of, you need to start to really focus a bit more on your front court. And so we know what we're getting from Modest Buzelis. We see the upside here, but I think now it is about getting these guys a good center, getting another power forward in the building to go along with what you're getting from your backcourt. And so I think that when you see Coby White doing what he's doing and just the ability to get downhill, not only do that, but be a player that can just knock down timely shots for you as well, I think that maybe this helps the Chicago Bulls as far as the direction that they want to go, with their roster in the front court. And then, I think lastly, when it comes down to it, this is going to also kind of impact the way the Chicago Bulls, I think, approach the offseason. I think that that is something that's really going to be interesting because we know that Josh Giddey is having a great season. I think we can all say that Josh Giddey is absolutely going to get to the bag, and he certainly deserves it. But I think that if he's getting the bag, I think that Coby White has also shown you that he does deserve the bag as well. And so I think that this is the time where we talk about this all the time with this team. They have to be forward thinkers. You have to figure out a way in which you're going to go ahead. You're going to get Josh Giddey taken care of, and you're going to take care of Coby White when his contract is up. And then this way you can continue to look at the books so you can build around both of these players. So I think that, yes, Coby White is definitely going to impact the way that you go into the offseason, seeing what you're seeing. And to be honest with you, look, this is why we love Coby White, because Coby White is a player that has gone through multiple roles and multiple situations, and I think he's not getting necessarily the credit that he should this season because, look, when they traded Zach Lavine away, then the emphasis on the defense has changed towards the way that teams guarded Coby White, and he's had to adjust to that. And I know that he's had, a lot of the ups and downs and things like that, but because Coby White is a guy that he's wanted all the smoke, he's wanted to lead this team, he takes full responsibility, even in the tough times. You love it when he shows up like this. And this is now 2 seasons in a row. We are seeing Coby White play clutch. And that's what we want to see from Coby White. We just want to see it just consistently throughout the season. But I think that if you're now going ahead, you have your backcourt set, and you get the appropriate players around him, and you're going to go ahead with this new system moving forward, I think that maybe we start to see some more consistent play with Coby White. And I'm always betting on Coby White to get it done now. Is he going to be a franchise player? I'm not going to necessarily say that. Do I think he can be an all-star player with the way that he's playing? I absolutely do. And so, again, I think that this is the time where AK has got to look at this, see what he has, and he's got to maximize this roster and continue to build with these young pieces that we have here and make sure that we get the max out of this thing. And so anyway, let me know in the comments what you're thinking here. Do you think that, yes, Coby White and his recent play is something that is going to shape the course of just how the Chicago Bulls build forward with this team, hopefully getting it back to being a contender and getting out of the Eastern Conference one day? That's what I'd love to see. But right now, this team is playing super hard. We love it. I cannot wait to see this team play again here against the Denver Nuggets. We'll be talking about that. And as we always say, go Bulls. I will see you on the next one. All right, peace.